am I the asshole for letting my daughter keep her room?
It don't sound asshole-ish by the sound of it.
Okay.
All right. My prediction is stepkids come into play. Stepkids from the other side gotta share a room. But I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right.
Something like where there's no equality among all kids, but finders keepers. You know what I mean?
My prediction is this kid shitted in that room. So they're like, yeah, you're keeping that room.
I claim this room.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. I like it. All right. Well, let's start it off and see if your predictions are correct. My 47 male daughter, Stacy, 15 female, has one of the 2 rooms in my house with an ensuite bathroom. It's a largest room with a nice bay window, obviously very nice. I've recently become engaged to my girlfriend of 3 years, Alice, 33 female, and her landlord has recently hiked her rent, so we're planning to have her move in with me. She has some kids. She has 2 daughters, 13 female and 10 female, as well as 2 sons, 11 male and 9 male. And she is also pregnant with our daughter due in about 5 months.
Rundown. Count those kids again. How many is
a lot.
that? Including the pregnant one?
It's 5 and then 1 coming on the way.
On the way?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
In a 2-bedroom?
that's quite a bit.
Just two bedrooms with en suites is what he said.
Oh, I thought he meant 2 bedrooms.
No.
total.
I think
Gotcha.
we'll get into the story. There are more bedrooms, but this is one of the 2 with an ensuite.
Prediction going pretty well.
You're
so
on the money so far.
No shitting in rooms. I'm kind of disappointed.
it's not too late. It's not too
There's
late.
still time.
Still time.
I've made it absolutely clear to my daughter as a condition of getting her approval on moving my girlfriend in that she is allowed to keep her room, and she is also allowed to have a full lock on her door. For what it's worth, I also got my son's 24 male blessing to give his old room away. Although that's more of a moot point as he lives it with his own girlfriend now.
Okay.
So there's another kid. So it's like 6 now or something.
But he's out of the house.
Yeah. My daughter plans to go to school locally, and I have told her in no uncertain terms that she is welcome to live at home for the rest of my life, and after that she can inherit the house. I bought the house with her mother and paid it off in a large part with her mother's life insurance 10 years ago, so it only seems fair. She says she's all right as long as she has her room and her bathroom, and she is allowed to put a lock on her door. She has a toaster oven and a mini fridge in there, so I guess she's pretty well set up. Stacy will be giving up a room that she's currently using as a studio/project space. She does art, videos, and voiceovers, etc. So even her larger room will be a bit more cramped, and she'll definitely need the extra space she has. There will be a bedroom for Alice's girls, Stacy's old project room, and Alice's boys will getting my son's old room. I'm going to be putting in a finished nursery/bedroom in the basement for our new daughter, which is wild that she's going in the basement.
I was going to say, why wouldn't the new daughter be kind of like in the room closest to y'all? Then you'd put I don't know, whoever the older kids are would get the basement, in my opinion.
That's probably what I would, unless the other master bedroom is in the basement. I guess that's a possibility.
Oh.
I don't know the layout of the house.
Basements are a foreign language to me.
I miss having a basement, to be honest.
I'm in one.
Don't
right
exist
now.
here.
Alice thinks this is unfair. She thinks it's wrong of me to make the decision without her, and she also thinks that she should move her 2 daughters into Stacy's room, and that Stacy should have to move into the smaller room that they'll be getting. The 2 of them already share a smaller room, so the one I'm moving them into is bigger, and they're getting an upgrade. Alice thinks this is not fair for Stacy to have a bathroom all to herself, and that there won't be enough bathrooms for everyone else. She also disapproves of Stacy being able to lock everyone out. There were other small things that she didn't like that I agreed to with Stacy, like the fact that she has to be paid for babysitting, or the fact that my older car, which was her mom's older car, is hers when she gets her driver's license. We'll have our own bathroom in the master bedroom, and the house has 3 other bathrooms besides the one.
This is a big ass house, bro.
It's
What
huge.
the fuck? God damn.
There's one on each floor, one near where the girls will be, one not far from where the boys' room will be, and one little one directly next to the new finished room. I told Alice that my deal with Stacy is non-negotiable, set in stone, and that it's literally a condition of her even moving in. Alice is upset that Stacy and I both have spaces completely dedicated to ourselves. I have my office, which I need because I work from home and have my projects besides, and there aren't a whole lot of other spaces to put people. I told her she can pretty much do what she wants in the living room, but that it is what it is, and there pretty much is nothing to be done about it. A bigger house is not an option unless Alice is going to start making a hell of a lot more money and buy her own bigger house. It's already a pretty big house, and housing is expensive. I'm going to say it sounds fucking massive.
It sounds like a mansion at this point.
Yeah.
God
There's
damn.
5 bathrooms in this house.
Yo.
It's crazy.
What's that like?
5 bathrooms in this house.
I told her that she's already getting a break by me only expecting her to contribute 15 or 20% of household bills. If we were doing it proportionally, it would be more like 25 to 30%. We keep our separate finances, and we've agreed to a prenup. Alice just seems upset that I won't change the setup, even though there's no real way to change it. And she's accusing me of treating Stacy like a spoiled little princess and letting her be the queen of the house. Frankly, my daughter comes first. She lived here all her life, and I already know it's going to be a big adjustment having all these other kids move in. As much as I love Alice and as much as I want our relationship to work out, if it's a matter of choosing between the two of them, then my relationship with Alice is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I've told her that if she comes into this with a wicked stepmother vibes, then that'll be the end of things. She thinks I'm being unreasonable. Am I the asshole?
No.
Nah.
I think Alice is being unreasonable.
Yes. Wild
Dude.
for her to be like, you're treating her like a princess, but I
mean,
want to be treated like a princess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude said it best already. You know, like fucking a house with 5 bathrooms. There is ample space in that house, and
Yeah.
they already made that condition. Like, hey, this is going to be like a non-negotiable thing. And yeah, as a parent, of course you're going to prioritize your kids first. And I love that he said towards the end too that I'm always going to put my daughter above anything else. And if our relationship and our future is going to be what has to be sacrificed or asked for that, I'll always choose my daughter. So I like the dad for going that route. So I don't blame him one bit. I don't think he's the asshole at all.
I agree. And things aren't equal because they're letting you into their house. You know what I mean? Like OP said it. Look, the girls that are sharing a room are getting a bigger room than they're currently in. That's an upgrade. The daughter is giving up a room that she works in. That's a downgrade. So technically,
Everyone made
all
sacrifices.
things are kind of, yeah. The sacrifices are, you're giving up, you're going from a giant house of just, you doing your own thing and your dad to now 5 more people, soon to be 6 new people in the house. Huge adjustment.
100%.
So, I feel like, I don't know. One way to make OP's daughter absolutely hate you and your family is, coming in acting like you own the place.
Yeah.
When she's lived there her whole life. Maybe the other stepkids may not like her because of, how that is. But I don't know. They got to take a step back and realize like, okay, well, we're in their house, technically speaking. Just because our parents are dating and have a kid together doesn't mean that this isn't your house first. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It gets tricky, trying to make sure what's fair, what's not fair. But to me, it makes sense. She's already sacrificed her office. She's sacrificing the piece of, being an only child. Not an only child, but being the only kid there after her brother moved out. So it's, I don't know. I feel like OP is very reasonable. He told you this before, y'all going in there like, this is the deal. It's not going to change. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean?
The probably only thing that I don't know if I misheard this because it sounded like OP only had a conversation with a daughter about like, hey, yeah, you're going to have your own room. You're going to have all this, like, still have like the same setup. I think he probably should have had that conversation with Alice too. Like, hey, by the way, before you even going to try to move in, like, these are their non-negotiables. I didn't hear that part if they actually had that talk. Did they?
Well, I mean, they haven't moved in yet.
He's having the talk now, and that's when she's bringing up the issues, right?
Oh, gotcha. So like they haven't moved in yet.
No.
Okay. Yet. Okay, gotcha. Well, in that case, OP set the ground rules. I'm with OP on this.
Yeah, and I truly think, like, not the asshole, just to clarify that for me as well. But I truly think like the order of which he did it is correct. He went to the daughter
Mhm.
who, you know, he has the responsibility to
Protect.
and
Yeah.
he owes her the most. And so he's like, hey, this is the, you know, I'm thinking about having Alice move in. What would make you feel the most comfortable having this? And like they laid the ground rules.
Yep.
You know, she can have her own lock, her own bathroom, and you know, get the house when all's said and done. And then he went to Alice and was like, hey, here's the deal if you want to move in. You know what I mean? And I think that's fair. It's one thing if all the kids, like all 4 of those kids had to share a room or something like that. And Alice is like, and Stacy's like living her best life in one big room. But like they have 2 to each room. Sounds like a bigger room than they had before. They've each got their own like bathrooms in pairs. Honestly, it's not that bad of a setup.
Man, that's a big ass house. Now I think, God damn,
Yeah,
that's a big ass
it's
house.
huge. It's huge.
It sounds humongous.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've been in a house that wasn't a mansion that had like 5
bathrooms.
That many. It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like it has to be like it has to be big because you're not just fitting bathrooms in a small house. You know what I mean?
No.
5 bathrooms.
Yeah.
1 on each floor. How many floors are on this bitch?
Well, there's a basement, main, guess a second. I
That
don't know.
technically be 3.
Possibly a
now.
third.
Yeah, three floors.
Sheesh.
Reddit team, not the asshole. And I picked this comment. I don't agree with everything they said. They came off really aggressive, but they had a couple good points here. So Arenia Q said, well, Alice is pregnant, so I foresee this going awfully for Stacy, which I don't know if the pregnancy has anything to do with this. It's not that we have no idea.
Yeah.
Alice has shown you that she doesn't like your daughter. Do you really want to expose Stacy to her venom? And then this one's wild. You have a problem. Are you seriously expecting to leave a baby alone in a nursery in the basement? Is the master bedroom in the basement too? I love that they just made the assumption as well that it's like the master bedroom could be down there. We don't know.
Yeah.
So to be like, you have a problem is a little aggressive.
Sounds like commenter has a problem. What are you projecting?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. How much time have you spent with Alice's kids? I think you're dreaming if you think that 5 teenagers are going to coexist peacefully when the mother of the 4 of them is already disrespecting Stacy by calling her a spoiled princess. What do you think she'll say to her own kids about Stacy when you aren't there? Make sure you have an ironclad prenup because if anything happens to you, Alice will dump Stacy out on the street. Not the asshole for letting Stacy keep her room, but the asshole for getting involved with Alice.
This is a lot of assumptions.
That
A ton of assumptions. I like the middle 2 paragraphs where it's like, make sure you protect Stacy from
For sure,
from
yeah.
the potential of like the
It's not like he
bullying.
does already, right? Because he said you're gonna get everything like when it's all said and done. Probably have a will
Yeah.
already.
I meant like from the bullying that could
Oh,
potentially
bullying.
happening.
Gotcha.
And then also the ironclad prenup, making sure because there is a potential Alice will just want the house if you happen to pass.
Get therapy.